Where should you start with your fashion marketing? It's a question I get asked all the time, and so many people start in the wrong place. So in this video, I want to tell you exactly what you should do when you first start to promote your fashion business. Hi, I'm Vicky, founder of The Fashion Business Coach, and I love helping small and startup fashion brands to launch and scale successfully. If you know around here, every single week I have a new free video to help you overcome one of the problems in the fashion industry, one of the challenges, or to answer a question that I get asked a lot. If you haven't subscribed or followed along yet, depending on which channel you're watching on, make sure that you do so that you can check out the new video each and every week. So as I said, this week we're talking about where to start with your fashion marketing. It's a question that's been asked a lot in the last few weeks. You might not know that a few months ago I launched the Fashion Business Membership, and we have a community group coaching call every 2 weeks. And I've been asked this question so many times that I thought it would be great to do this video, give you a few pointers of where to start with your marketing. I also realized after having these conversations with people that a lot of people were actually starting in the wrong place. They've kind of been Googling online and they see, oh, we need to be doing social media marketing, and just kind of got stuck in with that and not really put in the foundational work or the groundwork to make it successful. And so that's why they came to me. So the first thing that you need to do is be really specific about who your target customer is. Who are you trying to sell to? And I know that sounds probably a little bit boring, but trust me, if you don't have this nailed, if you're not super specific about who you're selling to, or if you don't even know, your marketing is not going to work out. Yes, I'm going to be bold, I'm going to make that statement because it is true and I truly believe that. And I can say from my own personal experience with my first fashion brand, I started off trying to sell to anyone. I was like, anybody can have this stuff, like it's fine. But the second that I started to talk really specifically to my target audience, that's when things changed for my business and things were massively on the up. So I want you to really focus on who you want to sell to. If you haven't seen my videos already on this topic, I'll link to one of them below so you can have a look, and please action this before you do anything else, because as I said, your marketing is not going to work unless you nail this, so please spend some time on it. One of the key things you'll want to know is, what is your target customer interested in? This is super helpful because knowing what their interests are and knowing what interests are going to align with our product can be super helpful. So if you're ever there thinking, oh, I know I need to post on social media, but what should I post? If you've already done this work, this foundational work about what your customer likes, you'll never have to ask yourself that question. I am never stuck for ideas of what to post because I know what my target customer wants. In this case with the Fashion Business Coach, this whole video is because I've been talking to people and got to know my audience better. So make sure that you think about what is going to attract somebody's attention. And by doing this kind of marketing, by giving answers to people's questions, by giving people solutions to their problems, it's going to mean that people come to you. You don't have to go around networking and searching for them all the time. People are going to come to you because they're like, wow, this person's really helpful. And then when you come to pitch your product, it's not like this icky sales situation because you've already helped them out. And then it gives you the freedom to offer your products and not feel really like you're just bombarding people all the time with sales messages. It's this balance of helpful content and sales content. So this is super important for your marketing. And the third thing that I wanted to cover in this video is, you don't have to do social media. You don't have to. You can run a successful business without it. It's really up to you. Now, if you're a small business, maybe it's just you running it, maybe you have like one assistant or something like that, it's really important to just choose one marketing method to begin with. It may be a particular social media channel, but if you're somebody who doesn't like social media, if you don't want to be on video, if you don't want to be editing photos and interacting with people all the time, choose an Instagram or Facebook or something like that. Probably not going to be a good fit for you. You've got to do something that's comfortable, that you are going to keep up with, because you need to go all in on whatever method it is you choose. Because if you go in kind of half on that and half on something else, you're never going to get the results because you just spread too thin. You're not going to have the time to do everything, plus everything you need to do for the product development side. So really choose one method, go all in on it. There's so many different ways that you can use to get traction to your business. As I said, social media is just one of them. You might want to do something like a PR campaign. You might really want to get into writing, being a guest featured writer somewhere, or on your own site, you can do it as well. There's so many different ways that you can do it. And if you don't feel like social media is a good fit for you, don't force yourself to do it, because you're not going to keep it up if you're not comfortable with it. Also think about, again, coming back to your target customer, where are they? You need to be where they are. And this target customer thing, it's not something that you kind of do once and then you forget about. You need to keep asking the questions. You need to keep engaging with your audience. And they're going to tell you where they're hanging out. And you really want to think, is this where I should be hanging out too? Recently, I've been doing a lot of analysis on this for my business and figuring out, okay, which platforms are we going to move off and which ones are we going to move to, or which are we going to consolidate? Because people's interests change. When I was younger, MySpace was where everyone hung out, and they're certainly not hanging out there now, right? So you need to make sure that you're moving with the times as well. So to recap, the 3 ways that you need to start with your fashion marketing are: first, be super specific about that target customer. Second, understand what they're interested in and create content around those interests. And third, make sure you're focusing on one marketing strategy. It doesn't have to be social media, but focus on one. Do it really, really well, get traction on it, and then maybe later, in 6 months or so, you'll add a second way. I hope this video has been helpful. If you want to learn more, if you want to understand the different ways that you can work with marketing, the different options that are available to you, and understand more about creating content, getting customers to come to you rather than having to search for them all day, and also automating a lot of the process too, so that you don't have to be spending all of your time on this, and free some of your time up to do something fun or work on other areas of your business. I'd love for you to check out the fashion marketing course, which is newly revamped for 2021 to make sure we're really on top of all the current strategies. I'm going to link to it below so that you can have a look at all of the things that we teach and how it can help you and your fashion business. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.